Hello guys, my name is Siddharth Varde, and today we are going to talk about generic functions. So before talking about generic functions, let's talk about what what is generic. Like what do we mean by generics? Okay, so uh, like generic functions are nothing but like common type of functions that provide us the template like just a way, like it they provide us the path or the functionality of the function, but they don't bind us to use any single data type. For let me show you the example. So if I call this function and I use floating points as a parameter, then it will convert those floating points into an integer, and then it will print the sum of those integers. So like it will implicitly typecast my floating variables that I provided as a parameter of this function and convert them into an integer. So to add two different floating variables, I need to use this function. So like I need to create another function and then use it to and then uh, like after that, after using this function, it will it will give me the correct answer in with floating points. And same goes for the integers. If I call this function with integers, then it will convert my integers implicitly into floats and then give me the answer. So like I need the point here is I need two different functions for like two different variable types. So let's say there is a third variable, no, like third data type. So I will need to create a third function. So to avoid this kind of functionalities, uh, we have generic functions. So like as I said, they are the type of functions that defines what what is the functionality, but they don't define what data type do you use it with. So like it just provides us the general template or like a way. So that is right. Like there are three names that they are known as. So like the first name is template function, like template. So in C++ they are like template. Then generic functions, because they provide a general thing, kind of general, like they generalize the idea of they generalize the functionality. And then there is a third one, uh, like parameterized type, because we can pass the type of data type in as a parameter in angular brackets. So let me show you the example again about generic functions. So this is the generic function. So generic addition, it will take two parameters and return the addition of those functions. So like I need to what is the like what is the syntax of the generic functions. So I need to write the template keyword first and then define how many data types I need by writing type name or class. So that is the only difference between these two. I can write any. And there is like then the data type. So t is my data type here for this function. T can be anything. Like I can call this function with integer, float, or with any other variable, like even with double. So it doesn't matter, it will call the same function. I don't have to overload it to call it with different data types. So that is the power of generics. And let me show you how do we call it. So there is one type, like we can just call it with the name and pass the parameter. It will look for the, like it will take the parameters, uh, and then there is a second type where you define what type it is and then pass the parameter. So here, this is how we pass the data type as a parameter in angular brackets. So that is why they are also called parameterized type. So okay, the this was the generic functions.